Well, welcome to Monday on the KVJ After the Show podcast. Brought to you by Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Woohoo! Who is going to be in here today. We got the Miami rapper Fat Joe going to be stopping by here, so I think they're only bringing enough for him.
Are they going to be giving Fat Joe my bird sauce?
Yeah, I mean, if he'll eat, I don't know what his deal is, because, you know, some of these guys that were like, anybody like with the name Fat in front of themselves, in front of like the 90s and the 2000s, a lot of those guys slimmed down because some doctor said, if you don't cut it out, you're going to die, man.
You'll be dead Joe.
Yeah, exactly. You go from fat to dead Joe.
You can have a little bird sauce, though. Hopefully they let him.
Yeah, he can have some bird sauce. I don't think the bird sauce is actually too many calories.
Bird sauce is delicious.
Yeah, I don't know where he is in his, quest. I thought he was one of those guys that had gotten onto the diet train a little bit, but
He can do shrimp.
yeah.
You can do the fried shrimp, peel off the fried, eat the shrimp part.
You could shrimp.
Yummy.
So
Oh, I
yeah,
can
it's
go
gonna
for
be
some
going
fried
on.
shrimp right now from Bud's.
They're bringing
Yeah.
food.
I know, but it's Fat Joe's, though. Hey,
No,
guys.
It's a listener lounge. It's for like a bunch of people, and it's like a party. Like when we did the live podcast.
Okay, Philip, if you're listening, bring corn fritters.
Philip, bring extra shrimps.
Yeah. Got a lot more comments. People that went and tried it out. Still a lot of comments on that.
There
People
it really
try out
is.
Buzz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're you plugging people in that direction. They're definitely going and checking it out. So
Good.
the rest is up to Buzz. Yeah.
Maybe after
People
I
seem to
work
love
out
it.
today with you, I'll go down to North Lake and get some Bud's chicken. Living in both worlds, man. That's my thing.
Yeah. I got to tell you, honestly, with this workout today, and not to like scare you, but just to let you know what to expect. Like a lot of days, like I go home and I pass out like for about like an hour or so because, yeah, you just can't even move. Like
So I think what we're going to do, you bring up some really good points
Yeah.
with the Facebook Live, because it is going to be a long time.
yeah, it's going to be real long.
Denny's is going to be our videographer. He's going to be in there shooting everything, and then we'll
Yeah.
just edit it up for tomorrow.
Yeah, I think probably what would be good is, you know, because there's going to be a lot of chances to see you doing stuff. And so he can do a real quick, like, Snapchat video, or he can do something on Instagram and just you doing a little bit of, like, the different exercises. And that'll be the way. If people are on our social media, they can go and check out today. And you'll get, like, a quick 10-second video of you, you know, doing some of the stuff that's there. And so, you know, it should be interesting. I just texted my trainer and let him know you're coming. He's excited. Said cool gassers today, so we're doing like it's more that won't be a strength based thing. It's just more kind of a cardio type thing.
I don't think I should be doing strength today anyway, because I'm kind of going down the cardio world. I'm not gonna. If I lift today, I'm not lifting again for the rest of the week. So it's kind of pointless. I should stay with cardio.
Yeah. Oh, he's really excited about the cardio. The cardio's the
That's
yeah.
what I got in me is the cardio. I got a bum wing,
Yeah.
lifting shit. I mean,
Bum wing. It's
not.
not.
Yeah.
It's not. You know.
Yeah, he's gonna hit you with that. So
That's fine.
Yeah.
Gassers.
What
shit.
you been lifting? Grilled cheese?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
well, we'll do like, you know, we probably won't maybe we won't have you doing a lot of like free weight stuff, but you'll
Okay.
do, you know, pull-ups, push-ups, that kind of stuff.
I mean, I can't do
You know.
pull-ups as it is, so that's gonna be a quick exercise.
Can't do pull-ups, can't do push-ups either.
No, they do this. Luckily, they have this thing where you can put like weight, and so you can do.
So basically, you and your trainer are gonna be a dick to me today. Is what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You even got.
Yeah.
You such a dicky vibe.
There'll be a
about
lot
it.
of shame, a lot
Yeah.
of pain,
Uh-huh.
and you'll be the butt of the joke.
Well, I think this will help. Honestly, I'm going to see it to myself, and the way that I look at this is if we really give you a miserable hour today, that you are going to be so motivated that you will never want to come back to that environment again. And then you'll be like, okay, the next time you think about going to the food court and then pulling off to go get, you know, a dozen grilled cheese sandwiches
I had
after that.
3 grilled cheeses, and
Whatever it was.
They've got
What
a
a-
French onion grilled cheese. Brother's got to get 2.
That's
Yeah.
what you say back? I had 3.
Yeah.
I had 3. I had 3. What am I, fucking 8 years old? I had 3 sandwiches.
3's a lot.
It's on a Sunday. Growing boy. I'm a man, damn it.
Yeah.
Men eat.
So either one of two things has got to happen. I think either you got to get serious about this diet because it's not really working out for you, the motivation, and this will either help, or you just got to give it up and just say, hey, I'm going to be whatever, you know?
The thing is, though, I really did actually eat good all week long. The weekend was where I screwed up.
It sucks just how quickly it can all fall apart.
I ordered all those grilled cheeses from Dirty Martini. Remember, I ordered 2 rounds of that on Friday night, and we stopped off at Taco Bell. So we had a full-on party at Friday. On Friday, we had a fucking fiesta.
You do back-to-back food stops.
I do, because I'm always afraid. Because sometimes you'll go to certain places and you go there and the round isn't as good as normal. That's the word. There's one place I love to go to, but every third time I go there, their quality isn't nearly as good. And that's a fear of mine.
Okay, yeah.
And if you're drinking, and I already said, fuck, I'm throwing caution to the wind, I want to make sure it's going to be a very nice party in my mouth. Yeah. And it was a great night.
That's good. Okay. Yeah, so I think you got to get to the point one or the other. Either like we're going to make it happen or we're just going to like, hey, just live life and not worry about trying to lose weight.
I am.
Sure.
You're right, though. What I do need to do is pick up on the cardio exercising.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I'm fat toeing. Because I'm not gaining weight. I'm staying the same.
197. It looks like you gained a pound.
I was 196. Let's not.
I don't know. Kevin looked at it. His piercing eyes.
His eyes are beady. They get.
They really
they're
dig
not
right in
He
there.
can see numbers better than anybody.
It was 196.
Yeah. But still flat for 2 weeks.
You're right.
Yeah.
Flat and fat. I get it.
Yeah. Gotta try and make that happen. So, let's see here. Other stuff we got going on here. A couple people saw you guys over the weekend. Got this email from Sean. Said, I meant so much of my little girl to meet Virginia. A little guy, sorry, to meet Virginia. He literally feels like he met a celebrity.
Aww.
There you go. There's a photo of Virginia.
It's cool.
With
You can
Tyler.
you can really trick kids when they're young.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. It was about the taste of Little Italy and tradition on Saturday.
Yeah. So there you go on that. I'll actually try to bring that out during the regular show tomorrow. They listen at about 7:15. You've got this one, too. Hello. Cassandra sent this in. Saw Jason, Virginia, Magnolia at the fair on Saturday. I want to say a huge thank you for taking a picture with me. Was starstruck. Virginia and Jason were so cool and took 2 pictures since the first one sucked with the sun. But there you go. A little hottie. There's a photo from Jimmy's barbecue that you took with her.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Girl, you still single?
We'll save that for later. Work off a couple of them pounds.
Yeah, I wish you could lose weight and masturbate.
You're going to be too tired to masturbate today.
Never. That will never even if I have no arms, I will find a way to masturbate.
I'm kind of curious. That'd actually be the question of the day tomorrow. Does Jaybird still, even after this workout today, does he have enough strength to still masturbate?
Oh, yeah, I can answer that right now. And believe me, I've had some moments during Hell Week back in college baseball where I couldn't move for dick, and I still...
But you still moved that
I
dick.
still moved.
Okay.
You make it work, man. You find a way. You dig deep. That's when the athlete comes out.
Okay. All right. Let's see how it goes today.
The athlete.
So you want to ask me that around 7:30 tomorrow during the show if I mess
Oh, wait. After the show podcast, one of the first questions. So were you still able to rub one out night before? I got this email from Keith. It's about the Pencil Sharpener Museum. Remember I was telling you about this place in lovely Logan, Ohio, my hometown?
It sounds awful.
He said...
I mean, really, the Pencil Sharpener Museum?
It's Logan, baby.
Kevin.
Oh, no. He said, summer 2016, my family and I went camping at Hocking Hills, KOA.
Okay, that's your stomping grounds.
Said, I knew in advance that you were from Logan, Ohio, but somehow convinced myself that you weren't from the place I was going to. Fast forward to today when I was listening to the podcast and you mentioned the Pencil Sharpener Museum from your hometown. Dang, it's a small world. Anyways, the Pencil Sharpener Museum was pretty rinky-dink. Somebody took a nice prefabricated shed, hooked in a walk-up shaker AC, and put all those priceless treasures behind plexiglass.
Ay, ay, ay.
He went to it.
That sounds so awful.
Said my cousin's boyfriend proposed to my cousin while there. We visited the Fun Barn. That's it right there.
All right.
That place was sure fun. The movies were so cheap we could hardly believe it. I think it's like 50 cents for
Wow.
Still.
or $1, something like
The
that.
Fun Barn.
The Fun Barn, yeah.
Is it truly fun?
If you're from that area, yeah. It's,
What do they have there? They're got.
I think the Fun Barn, that was kind of like a newer since, I was there. I think that might be in Nelsonville, but they had the Fun Barns. Like, I think they had some video games there, and then,
Okay.
the movie theater, kind of like, but it's kind of out in the country a little bit. Yeah, it's not like in town. I caught my first Pikachu in Pokemon Go. I learned how to call like an owl on a guided night hike to a bat cave. We walked around downtown Logan and walked around one of the parks. Overall, it was a great time. There you are. You can see him. That's downtown Logan. That is the gazebo that is right there in the center square, downtown, right across the street from the courthouse.
Sweet ass gazebo.
Yeah. Some of the nicest stuff. And then
Look at you.
there's a picture of the falls at Hocking Hills.
See, I would love that.
Yeah, I
That's
think
the kind of
I
shit
think
you-
actually, yeah, and that's what it is. They've got about maybe 6 or 7 impressive like cave rock formations.
I think I
like
would
that.
love Logan, man.
I think you would like the Hocking Hills. That actually is legit. Like that's a legit tourist kind of thing. People go there, but yeah, Logan's very small and full of things like the pencil sharpener museum.
How hard would it be for you to get me some of that Pizza Crossing pizza, the main pizza place in Logan? You've talked about that
I got you a
pizza
shirt from there, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to try the pizza. How
Yeah.
hard would that be to get it? Would you have to fly that down?
I brought you back pizza from New York that time. You can just bring it as a carry-on.
Okay, but no one's going to Logan. If I wanted to order that pizza, is there a way to do that? Can I? Basically, what I'm asking, can I order food from anywhere in the country and have it served to me?
If they don't ship, no.
But what if I brought the shipping to them? If I get a little FedEx, they say,
Yeah, I
hey,
don't know how that works. That's a good question. I mean, to get it the way, pizza's one of those things too. I know you eat everything cold and old, but I mean the Pizza Crossing pizza. I remember, when I was a kid, a little fat cat, I loved it. They had these pepperonis. They would kind of curl up a little bit. And they have little pools of oil in them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was just,
I get it.
Oh my gosh, man!
It's the little things, it's like the little
was.
on a corn dog, on the very end of the stick at
Yeah,
the bottom.
they're
You have-
crunchy, yeah.
You have to kind of rip it off a little bit. Oh, it's like the little things like that.
It is, yeah. One of these days, we'll do a little trip.
Okay.
Back to Logan. Yeah, we'll try to get it together. Maybe we can find a cabin because they have like cabins, big old cabins, like out in the hills and stuff like that you can get. They're kind of kick ass. They're actually, some of them are nice because you get like rich people from Columbus and all over the place that come in and they don't want to stay in anything rinky dink. So they got some nice stuff out there. So
When I think cabin, I think I'm going to get murdered.
No, don't think that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cabins are very safe.
yeah, it's basically a house, that's out in the woods. It's kind of terminology for it.
I'm horrified by the concept.
There is some. I gotta admit, some of those it's spooky stuff out there. Some
No
of
one
it,
hears your
yeah.
screams, Kev.
No, you're right.
I
Some
think
of it
that-
is kind of horrifying. It's the kind of place where they would film a slasher movie
Well,
when
you-
you're out there.
if you-
It's eerily peaceful, yet it's eerily creepy.
If you notice, with the MO for a lot of murderers is they take their victims out in the woods. They do like the woods. Is it because they like serene or they like it because there's no one out there?
Nobody out
or
there.
both.
Nobody out there yet.
Less people to see.
Could you imagine driving, like someone picks you up, shit's going down, and he's heading to the woods with you? That'd be fucking crazy.
Yeah. It's honestly, if you had to rank out probably the 10 best places in America to murder, Logan would probably be in the top 10.
I don't know. Pizzle's got some areas out there too. If
Yeah,
if you're driving
sure.
to Port St. Louis, I always ask that question: How many dead bodies do you think are out there? And Virginia says always at least one.
Yeah.
Think so?
Don't you
huh?
think there's at least one? There's always bodies in the woods that have not been discovered.
Well, just think about all the people that are missing. Mm-hmm. And we don't know where they are.
Yeah. It's a good uplifting thought.
It's not, and I'm sorry. Yeah, that wasn't a good place to go
You
down.
brought us down a dark tunnel.
I was watching murder specials yesterday.
You are, huh?
They got that new HBO special. I was telling Kev about the Slender Man, and some girl, like a little girl, killed this other kid. And she said the Slender Man did it, and I was watching half of it. But it's one of those HBO documentaries where it's going to be very captivating.
Slender Man, huh?
Yes, it's
Yeah, that was real.
It's a real thing. You'll see it come up on your HBO feed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me see here. Got an email about tornadoes. Anne-Marie said, yeah, listen to Thursday's show. I wanted to confirm that, yes, a tornado does sound like a train. I work in Delray Beach, and a year ago we had one go right over the building and even thought it was, even though it was over really fast, it was the scariest thing I'd ever been through.
Really?
I was shaken up most of the day from it. Yeah, I'd take hurricanes over anything else because you can prepare for them.
I think if you dream about tornadoes, that means you're sexually frustrated. I think that's what that means.
Really?
Yes, I'll look it up.
I've never heard about that.
Sexually
frustrated tornadoes.
I think that's what that means.
Guess maybe I'm sexually frustrated. Look at that still shot from Friday's show. It's from Jess from Allentown. She said, I had to pause after the show on Friday, and this is what I saw on my phone.
What are you looking at?
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm like licking my lips, and it looks like it looks like I'm looking your way, Virginia. I don't know. You must have had it going on Friday. Not gonna lie.
I had I'm not kidding you. 4 people over the weekend go, what's Virginia doing? She's looking hot as shit. This one guy, I almost had to tell him to simmer down. He was like, dude, she dyed her hair purple. It's fucking hot as shit, bro.
Oh, Mama's bringing it.
Take it easy. She's married.
Take it easy. Tell me more.
Yeah, I know. I figured you would like the compliment.
Yeah.
But a bunch of people said that to me. I don't know what you're doing, Mama, but are you wearing deodorant again?
No, I'm not. I'm actually going in to have that procedure where I never have to wear deodorant again.
Oh, okay.
It's going to permanently make my pits smell like roses.
Really?
Yep.
It'll really smell like roses, or you just won't sweat out of
It
it?
just won't sweat or smell or have any hair ever again.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Let me see. Got a couple questions here and comments. Noel said, 3 cheers for silence. Hey, guys. Well, I don't wear one of those fancy PPMs you sometimes talk about, so this was the only way I could cast my resounding vote for silence. I love the Song in Progress, We'll Be Right Back feature. Please keep it up for those of us who watch KVJ TV. I do not need one more tired old Rihanna or Black Eyed Peas song that was painfully overplayed way back in 2009 when it was released. See Boom Boom Pow. Oh. Why is it being retread now? So if there's any kind of vote count being taken for the silence option, please count me in. I love it. Have a great rest of your Monday.
Who wrote that?
I think that's from Noel. Yeah, not a fan of La Musica. But yeah, just to let you guys know, the point on that is now that we are doing the show on YouTube, we can't put the songs on there on the feed because it's killing all the audio. So people are going back and watching. All you see is our mouse moving, and there's no audio coming out of it because they kill all the audio when you do that.
That's a mess.
Yeah, we're gonna add, I think, like a music bed kind of like thing. I believe that will at least give you something to listen to. But yeah, we're gonna have to cut it at that point.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get something in there so it's not dead air. I know people watching on live stream are confused too. It's one feed that goes to all 3 platforms. So
yeah,
I have to cut it from every feed. It's the same place, unfortunately. So
yeah,
there'll be no more music playing during the regular show. Otherwise, YouTube will yank us off.
Right.
Really? Even if you play a Snack Pack song?
That's good. We can play Snack Pack. Nobody cares about that. Sorry, bro.
Oh, damn.
I'm just saying they don't play. Although I do want to say they did hit us for copyright on "Smell Your Dick" too.
Did?
Can't believe I got copyright. Let you know you can copyright anything.
Pretty much.
You should get a trademark so they can't copyright.
I thought no one listens to it, Suits.
I didn't say listen to it. YouTube doesn't listen to it. I don't give a shit.
Okay, so that's what's going on with that. Some people were asking, too, the WRMF app. They had something wiped out the entire menu, so you couldn't find the podcast on that. Our podcasts are still out. You can get them at kvjshow.com. The iOS podcast app, the purple one, still has it, so that was there, but a couple ones were done. We are going to hopefully be working this week on the new KVJ app, so it'll be a different style, different look, all that kind of good stuff. Let me see here. Got an email about the Bachelor podcast. Kevin said, hey, the second was a lot better. I hope you're going to stay with it, Jaybird.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're doing it tomorrow. So
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Got this email from Michael. Best bit, Mind Bomb Trivia. Best bit since Sade or Spade. Yeah, he said also I'm a millennial. I had to look up how to spell Sade. Also, please bring back Sade or Spade. That's Michael in Atlanta. There you go. Dirty Birds. That's his take on that. Let me see. This email said, in a world that is being separated by ugly politics, you guys are bringing us all together and showing us what's most important in this world, the kids. That bit with the Girl Scout Abby was so awesome and very touching. As a father of a 2-year-old, I love that and now can't wait for my little one to be a Girl Scout one day.
Aww.
That's Chris from Easton, Pennsylvania.
That Girl Scout cookie selling is so good for them. Mags has learned so much about, how to be a salesperson, how to talk to customers. It teaches them.
That kid could not have been any cuter. Abby was
Precious.
adorable.
So
Yeah.
sweet and so thankful.
She was great.
Yeah, kids that are thankful and have manners, there really is. That's the sweetest thing ever. I love that.
Yes.
And it's an unbelievable email. This is my favorite of the week from Josh. Sent an email, said, "Hey guys, I wanted to thank you for helping me get through my days and nights away from my family. I'm in Afghanistan, and when I listen to you, it is like a slice of home. When I get to call my wife, we catch up on our KVJ. You mean so many things to so many people, and to me, you're my touch of Florida. I stay a few days behind the show, and it makes me laugh and smile nonetheless. You guys are wonderful people inside and out. Keep doing what you're doing and never compromise who you are for any reason. The KVJ Nation will always support you."
Aww.
So some really good stuff. So love what you're doing out there, Josh. Glad you're able to get the show in Afghanistan. I think that's absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
that's kind of weird to wrap your brain around.
Absolutely.
All the way over there, they're listening to us here.
Yeah, and it might be more peaceful. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we got some drama.
We do have some drama. Hannah made this comment. This is the one I was looking for earlier. She said, "Jaybird, your bird sauce is so good. I'm from Jupiter, but I moved to Gainesville to go to UF. I had friends coming up this past weekend. I asked them to please bring me some bird sauce to try, and it was so amazing."
Nice.
Yeah.
Love it.
And she said, "I love that you guys have the podcast so I can still listen to your show. It gives me a little piece of home." And that's one thing we love. You know, no matter where you go, when you leave South Florida, we're still in it. Still talking about it. Still doing it. So.
I think we all love doing the podcast too. The after the show, it's so much fun.
We do.
And Billy from Maryland sent this in. Kevin, Virginia, and Dodo Bird. There's a typo there.
Yeah, it happens.
Said I'm about a week behind on the podcast, so I apologize for that. I wanted to tell you about a bad mother-in-law that I know. It's not mine. It's actually a good friend of mine whose mother is a pain in the ass. A couple of years ago, my buddy got married and moved to St. Simon's Island, so his parents moved from Chapel Hill to St. Simon's Island to be close to any future grandchildren. They bought a house 4 doors down the street, which made my buddy's wife a little nervous, and for good reason. My buddy's wife had spent a whole weekend planting flowers and shrubs around her new house. The following weekend, they went out of town. They came back to find that his mother had ripped out all her flowers and shrubs and put in her own because she thought they looked better and had nicer colors.
What?
It's not even her house. Needless to say, my buddy's wife was not happy, and his mother is a huge strain on their marriage.
Oh,
Can you imagine that?
no. That would. She just put the plants in, and the mom has the balls to pull them out.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That-
That's the definition of insanity.
that's uncalled for. That really is.
Good luck with that one.
Uh-huh.
It is not going to get any better.
Well, he's got to step up. Mom, you can't do that.
We're moving, so you guys go ahead and stay here on this street. We don't want to be 4 houses down from you because you do stuff like this. You pulled up all her plants.
Right.
You're crazy. Stop it.
That's the worst thing ever when you hear people getting in those kind of situations where they got to deal with a mother-in-law like that. I don't know what it is. I know you had it, Virginia. You just sock them in the face.
Well, I mean, there was a lot of buildup before that happened.
You didn't throw that first punch?
I didn't. And she didn't like me, and she doesn't like anybody, and so that's what it is. I mean, if you have an unhappy, angry little person as a mother-in-law that's just not going to ever be happy, that's what you get.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. It wasn't me because
Right. Nothing you could have done.
she's not a sweetheart to the next one either. Let me tell you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Still
Same issues.
And your ex never did anything to kind of like keep her at bay and keep you two apart?
I mean, no, there's nothing you can do. I mean, it's the little snide remarks, it's the little nasty things that she says when he's not there, and then, you
That
know,
knows how to get you. And then maybe no one else can see it.
questions your mothering abilities, questions the way that you clean your house. You know, the things that she knows would get to you.
Right. So it's that the whole time she's just...
Yeah, the problem, it's not going to be able to be fixed. The problem is her. And if you have a mother-in-law that treats you like that, you just got to completely cut yourself off from that energy.
Right.
It's the only way to deal with it.
I thought this was kind of fascinating. I love this kind of stuff, though. Do you know why people's fingers get all wrinkly when they get wet? You
When
know,
you're
you
in
get
the
in
tub for a while?
Yeah, and you get all that kind of
No,
stuff.
why?
Well, you know, I had heard stuff about it. I heard it explained about, you know, the cells and water and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, they kind of explained it scientifically. But now they have a philosophy for it biologically, why we had it. Because the thing that's so fascinating about the human body is it seems like everything, for the most part, serves a purpose. And this is what they believe the origin of it was. Our body does that because when we get that prune hand kind of thing, you get a better grip. And they tested people's grips with like marbles in their hands when they were normal, and then when they had the prune hands and they were able to grab things better, so your grip improves. They believe that back when we were hunters, foragers, all that kind of stuff, and looking for any kind of like food that was in water,
You're grabbing a fish.
you're there for a while and your fingers, and it would improve your grip. And so that was just one thing. People whose hands did that, the survival of the fittest, you would get a better grip. You would be able to get more fish. You'd be able to eat. You would stay alive. And then that trait started to pass itself on. And so now we're all just like that. Did you get that? Because the grip is better when you're trying to catch food and prey and stuff like that to eat.
I would love to go back to olden times and just to see and witness how everything went down. Is that like cavemen grabbing that shit, or is that settlers? Or is that just...
No, I mean, they're talking about this would be all the way back to like caveman era when you're in there and you're probably catching like the first frogs.
So it's probably even worse back then. It was probably real, like, spider-like, where you're grabbing shit.
Yeah, like I would love to see it, but I'd love to be like in an air-conditioned bubble where I have like a nice leather
Yeah.
seat and, you know, a nice drink holder to my right side.
Wouldn't that be cool to go back and just to watch how everything was going down? Cavemen
To find
fucking
like
on
your
the...
ancestors.
You seen cavemen have sex on the side? You're like, oh my gosh.
You're looking for caveman porn?
Well, I think, I mean,
I think that'd actually be kind of troubling. Like I think you'd probably see it and it wouldn't be anything sexy with you. You'd walk away and be like,
you think it would? You think if you watch what people, how they interacted with everybody?
I think you would have just felt disturbed.
I don't think cavemen had manners.
Yeah.
I think they were probably just.
I don't think it was like today. I don't think it was necessarily about feelings or about like.
So you just club someone over the head. And
It was probably a lot of it was probably like that, where it just you'd watch
They're
it be
just
like,
animals.
So
Yeah.
when was it where someone started to say, all right, guys, we got to start changing some shit up. We're acting like animals here. When did that start to happen? Does anyone know?
I think, I mean, a lot of it, yeah. When the first, you had the Egyptians, they were able to, you know, separate, and they had, you know, hierarchy. You had your kings and things like that, and people were elevating, and they had, you know, servants and all that kind
But
of
how
stuff.
long did it take to get to that point where everyone's like, we got to stop hitting each other and eating
I mean,
our
there
legs?
you're talking all the way back. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it happened relatively quick, probably about 10, 15,000 years. You got that, and I think that was it. You probably very quickly, because you'd have people to survive and people's bodies were built better for the conditions. And so you started probably pretty quickly having a hierarchy. And then just as things got nicer, then, you know, the people who are the higher hierarchy had things noticeably better. I mean, probably even like the first days, somebody had a really kick-ass cave.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was probably
man
like
cave.
it was probably the best cave that was at the highest point, and it was like, well, and that's my spot, and it was good. And probably not too far after that, they're going, hey, you come up here and clean my cave for me, because you're like half the size that I am. I'm gonna make you do it. And then you probably got into that, and it just started to evolve from there.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy, I know,
Starts
right?
to blow my mind. I feel like, I don't know. It's like a pot den right now or something.
Getting deep, huh?
Getting real deep.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I was like, it's kind of interesting stuff.
That's real. I love that shit.
Yeah, it's probably just made up, but you know.
Doesn't matter. You know, lie to me. It sounded really
Yeah,
good.
it sounded like you knew what you were talking about.
Well, the problem I have is like I get this kind of stuff, and I always see the initial story, but I always miss the follow-up story that refutes it and talks about what bullshit it is. So then later I'm like at a party and I'm like sharing, somebody's going, you know, that's false, right? I'm like, no way, man, I read that.
Next time that guy calls you, I'll just fucking punch him.
Go caveman on him.
Go caveman on his ass.
Seems like a pretty good idea. So there you go. All righty, y'all. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for locking it in here today. Happy to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about tomorrow. Send it to us or send it today. We'll have it for tomorrow. Mail at kvjshow.com. Thank you to Bud's Chicken and Seafood. We're off to eat, y'all. Later.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.